Smart automation, better business. Learn how to optimize your business with Solved.
Hi everyone, my name's Dallin and I'm a senior consultant at Solved. And today we're going to continue our discussion into Spiff. Specifically, we're going to talk about data relationships within Spiff and how we can use data relationships to mimic the relationships that already exist in our Salesforce org. This then allows us to use fields that exist on either a parent object or a child object so that we can then use fields from those objects within filters or payout rules that then allow us to just be even more flexible within Spiff. So let's go ahead and get started. All right, so as we can see here, we have already brought in a few of our objects from Salesforce. Obviously, we have the opportunity object. That's where most of the data that we are looking for comes from, is in opportunity. Things like the amount of the opportunity, that's where we apply our commission rate. Close date, that's how we know what period it exists in, things like that. But let's say that we have a sales team that if they, as part of the opportunity, sell a specific product, let's call it our professional services product. If they sell that product as part of the opportunity, then they get an additional bonus. So we also need to bring in the opportunity product object because that is where it is determined that that our sales team has sold a specific product. But as we know, if we go into our opportunity product, we can see we have fields like opportunity ID or where the amount is for the specific products, things like that. But the close date, the owner ID, the stage name, all of that actually exists on the opportunity, the parent object, not on the opportunity product. So how do we build a filter that brings in exactly what we need from the opportunity product with some of that information existing on the opportunity? The answer to that is data relationships. So as you can see, we're in the designer here and I'm on the data tab. If I come down here to the bottom left-hand corner, we have the data relationships button. So what I'm going to do is I'll go ahead and click on that. And you can see I've already created one of these, but we're going to create a new relationship just so that you can see how I created that one. So first you'll name it. This name, I like to name it whatever the object is that I'm starting with, and then I put to the opportunity or the object that I'm moving towards. So in this one, I would do op product, and then I would say to opportunity. The reason that I like to do that is I like to know where my starting point is and where my ending point is. And these names are important because it's how you will call onto this relationship when working within Spiff. So what you'll do now is you'll go to the object that you want to start with. So like I said, we're working with opportunity products. So you'll select the connector. You can bring in any data source in this situation. So obviously I'm going to be bringing in Salesforce, but if you had CSVs that you wanted to bring in, if it existed in a Dropbox and you wanted to bring that in, things like that, you can select the connector here. So I click Salesforce and then I'm going to click my object, the op prod object. So I'll click on opportunity product. And then you'll select the field that relationship is determined by in Salesforce. In this case, the opportunity ID field on the opportunity product object. So I can go and I can see here, we have the opportunity ID. Then we have two options. You can either say the opportunity product has many, whatever you're relating it to, or the opportunity product has one of whatever you're relating it to. In this case, an opportunity product is only associated with one opportunity. So I will say has one. Let's say we were going the other way though. Let's say we were starting with opportunity and going to opportunity product. One opportunity can have multiple opportunity products. So in that case, I would have opportunity here and I would switch this to has many, and then I would do opportunity product here. So opportunity product has one, and then I do the same thing here. Salesforce, I select opportunity, and then I go and find the ID field here, and then you click on that. It's not going to let me do it because I've already created that, but if we go ahead and cancel here, you can see, I'll edit this one. I have Salesforce opportunity product has one opportunity, and it's associating it by opportunity ID and then the ID on the opportunity. So what does this allow us to do? How does this help us? Now I can come here to my opportunity product object in Spiff, and you can see I've already done it here. I have 3 fields that I've created. You can see that they're linked and it's coming from the opportunity. So I wanted to pull in the opportunity owner ID. I wanted to bring in the close date, and I wanted to make sure that the stage was set to close 1. And if you've watched my other videos, part 3 and part 4, for filtering, you're going to understand why I wanted to bring in each of these. Let's just show you how I got those created. So if you go to any of these columns and click on the 3 buttons and then insert the column either to the right or to the left, then you can bring the field from the opportunity. So let's say I wanted to bring in the name of the opportunity just to make sure that I could see it. I can type in name here, and you can see it's the relationship that I just created. And if I clicked on name, then it would add that field. I'm going to delete that so that we get rid of that. But you can see I did that with opportunity, or the owner ID, the opportunity close date, and the opportunity stage. So why did I do this? Well, let's go check out our filters and see why I did this. So for opportunity product, I created 3 different filters. Obviously, I wanted to be able to sort it by rep, so that we could make sure that we were assigning it to the correct person. So if I went by rep and we pull open our filter here, you can see I'm bringing in op prod to op owner ID is equal to rep ID. So I'm using a field that exists on the opportunity object, and I'm bringing it into the opportunity product object so that I know that the owner of the opportunity is also being applied as the owner to these opportunity products. I also did that with the closed the close date. I brought in and said, hey, close date is within the current calendar quarter. And I used the stage name to make sure that we were bringing the closed one. So closed one in quarter. And then finally, I stacked all of these to say, hey, bring in my closed one in quarter, bring in that rep. And then I also created one that was specifically for opportunity product to say, if I have a value in the service product offset, if it's not null and it's greater than 0, then bring that in. So I'm using fields that exist not just on the opportunity product, but on the opportunity as well. And it's allowing me to then layer those filters, and then I can use this filter when I'm building out my payout rules. So you can see that data relationships are really important, especially if you're trying to bring in information from multiple objects that are related in Salesforce and use those different fields in filters, in payout rules, in worksheet calculations, whatever have you. So hopefully this was really insightful. If you are having questions, feel free to reach out to Solved. We are Spiff experts. We are there to help you build out your commission plans. So feel free to go to solve.cloud, reach out to us, and we're there to help you with all your Spiff and Salesforce needs.
Thank you so much for watching. We can't wait to help you automate your business. Please like, comment, or subscribe for more.